Alright, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Are we Gucci? Yes or no? Botrix? The hell is this shit talking about? One, two, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, buckle some more. 5, 6, Nike kicks. What the heck? I'm just gonna wait a little bit before I start getting onto the stream and doing stuff. Yeah. So. Take that with what you want. me out of here, bro. Okay, I think I'll be starting up the stream in just a little bit. It's not telling me who's all watching the stream right now, though, in YouTube, but that's okie dokie with me. What the? That was weird. Now my setup's all wonky. I don't like that. Okay, I think I fixed it. I'm pretty sure I fixed it. I really hope so. Okay. Just gonna promote real quick. Oh, would you look at that? One championship has an event July 17th. That's cool. There are a lot of MMA bouts for the upcoming fight night. It's all right. Let's get into the save now shot. No, I didn't mean to do that. No. I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Fuck. Long Live GDS says, I'm good. Are you good? Spelt wrong, but whatever. Also, yo, what's good, Broly? How you doing? Fight night. UFC fight night. Alrighty. Well, this is gonna be very annoying, but we'll have to make do, I guess. Oh, guess what I had to deal with earlier today? I had to deal with my one of my monster cans exploded in my fridge. So that was fun. So much fun. So much fun. And as I'm speaking, I'm about to open one. I think some of it's frozen, but there might be some frozen trunks in here, but that's okay. And there's a lot of condensation. Unfortunate that Patty Pimblett's going on a hiatus. He's still under contract with. He's still going under He's still under contract at the UFC. He might be away from the UFC for a while, though. I mean, you never know, man. Alright. But now let's get into some cards. We're gonna book some fight cards. Hope you're cool with that. Yo 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 yo. Is this what I want? I'm getting mixed signals. If chaos is freedom, then let it ignite. This is rebellion and the dead of night. Alright. Booking Warriors 3. Neither of those two would be able to do a full camp. I probably should change that, make sure everybody's available for a full camp. I'm not going to be able to put in Michael Chandler for a fight for a while, probably. That'll probably be our main event, though. This could be our main event, too. Jessica Miele and Courtney King. Holy crap. Aruba and Kassir is our main event. That'd be a sick ass fight to do. And then have this co-main right after. I mean, right before. Hell yeah. Very solid card right there. Already. And we just started booking Warriors 4. Alright, Warriors 3 now. There'll be a lot of female fights, but that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Gotten lucky on not having to worry about some especially the female fighters retiring, but I have a feeling that's going to change. Oh, I forgot about the atomweight division. Both of these two are from New York, so yeah, we'll have those two go at it. Julieta and Anna. Kira Batara and Jin Yu Frey is the best option there. Alright. This right here, Warriors 4, is going to be a very solid show. And we'll be in New Jersey too, so... those two could fight each other. There we go. Have Wmma5 make his pro debut later. Okie dokie. Do. Just trying to book solid fights, you know what I mean? That's the thing that is just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Yeah, we can have these two fight each other. Even though it's very, very mismatched, those two could fight each other too. Holy moly. That could be our main event. Right there. Very solid. Two very solid main events right there already. Warriors 4 is even crazier though. Thanks to Takumi Aroha. Because she's low-level national and mid-level regional in America. Looks good to me. I might up the roster for the heavyweights and the middleweights though. So we'll go to heavyweight. Name value in America, low level regional. Can we get any youngsters? Doesn't look like it. That's unfortunate. There's a couple of guys we could bring in maybe. We can bring in this European dude from Serbia. All I had to do was double his pay. And he was just like, yeah, you know what? I'll sign with you maybe. Oh geez, that's a lot. Let's bring it down to 32. That's still a lot. We don't need to up it too much. The Buckley guy. Daequan. Okay. Former PFL dude. Cairo. Niall Bartling. It's from Nebraska. Alright, I think that's good for now. Now we gotta, let's see, how are the middleweights going? Mario Sousa from Brazil. Still nothing on the chat. Okie dokie. John Moore. Alak Verdiev. All right. Search. Bring this dude on because he's a main card dude. Matteo Duclos. Excuse me. Lots of 32-year-olds. Former UFC guy. Another former UFC guy. Pat Downey. Shane Sobnowski. All right. Looks good to me. Maybe up the female featherweight division just a little bit too. Really, no one. Not a single person. Olga Rubin. She is the only person. What about available for hire? Are you kidding me right now? Not one girl. Oh, they're all the unknowns. That's annoying. Come on. Evelyn Martins. She's the number 17th featherweight. Former PFL fighter. Not really sure why she's an unknown then. She should at least be at low-level regional, in my opinion, but... I'll pay her 500 with a 5%. Bridget Chase. We'll go 350. Carlene Chandler. Laura Turzensky. All right. Good enough for me. Probably should start thinking about a broadcast team too. Fujiwara has nothing. Okay. That's just great. guess we'll bring in Aaron McKenzie. He is a lightweight, so now it's time to see status. Not a fighter. Who can we bring in that's available for hire? That was weird. Oh, it stopped my stream on YouTube for a second. That was so weird. You like paused it or something. I don't even fucking know. Alright, let's see who we can bring in. Caroline Pierce, what's her skills like? Pretty solid analysis, low-key. I don't think she's gonna sign with us though. But maybe. Let's do 9 months. No, she wants more. 4,000. Megan Olivia. She's not under contract with anybody. That's crazy. What even is her skills like? Really solid anchoring. Now we just need somebody with solid, and she has really solid experience too. Now we just need somebody with solid play-by-play. $85? No. 75? $77. Oh, somebody came down. 79. 80. 81. Todd Harris, alright. He's not under contract with anybody. He wants to run his own company. Damn it. Sean Grande. Perfect. Skills. Oh, he's got very solid anchoring and experience too. He's currently under contract with Eternal MMA though, so he might not sign. Kenny Rice is not under contract with anybody. He wants to enjoy retirement in peace. That's fair. He is 69. Brendan Fitzgerald. Come on, please, Brendan. All right. What's his skills? That's pretty good, actually. Okay. Not bad, not bad. One of the girls, though, is... going to... She's already signed with a different person. A different company. So... Excuse me, it'll be interesting. Neither of those two are interested in doing broadcasting work. And Caroline Pierce is already under contract with somebody. Megan Olivia is not, though. What happened? Wasn't she under contract with UFC? Yeah, she was under contract with UFC for a little bit. I'm guessing, I guess they cut her. Oh, Jesus, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Oh. Ugh. I'm not even that old, but don't get old like me. Excuse me. Brendan Fitzgerald might be our only hope. Ron wants to run his own company. John McCarthy? Dan Helly? Two years. Alright, cool. We got some... Now we got some potential commentators to bring in, too. Excuse me, Caroline Pierce, which she might not even join up with us. Megan Olivia, Brendan Fitzgerald, and Dan Helly. That works for me. All right. Did we already book the fight cards? I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, we did. We booked the other 2 fight cards. And we'll book another fight card. Warriors 6. Nebraska, I guess. Then we'll do another Warriors show. South Carolina. The last time South Carolina had a show was UFC Fight Night, it looks like. Korean Zombie and Moicano in 2019. Well, that's gonna change. It is time to extend the contract for Pete Pass. And while we're doing that, we're gonna simulate some days. So I'll be right back, okay, guys? Oakley dokley, I'm back. Oh, great. Alrighty. YouTube. Bunch of fighters joining other things. Cool beans. Oh, Tom Aspinall defeated Surreal Gone. Good for him. Critical rating was kind of shitty though. Low key. Not the worst rated show critically though. Definitely was one of the highest commercially though. And it was on ESPN Plus, so it made about it. I think it would be making more money off of pay-per-view, but I guess they're doing a decent amount of that money off of Gate too, though. And of course, they did a whole bunch of preliminaries. And Patty Pimblett losing by unanimous decision. Honestly, in real life, I think that'd be a close fight. Wow, Derek Lewis got a knockout. Good for him. Oh, he beat another probably washed up dude. I don't actually know who Marcin Tybura is. I know I probably should, but either way, good for Derek Lewis, man. He's already doing better than he is in real life. But we're getting set now for Warriors 2, which is tomorrow, I believe. That looks right. My God, though. I was not expecting Derek Lewis to win. Not only win in, not even win by a finish, but by a knockout. So, I think it said it was a first round knockout too, which is even crazier. If we're gonna be honest, though, like even when Derek was in his prime, he was so hit or miss. He was so unpredictable, and there was either it was gonna be one. There was one night where he'd be on top of the world, right, and then there'd be another night where he's just the shits. Oh wait, whoops. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize the game was finished loading. All right, we got Megan Olivia, Aaron McKenzie, Laura Trzynski, and Mario Sousa. So we're still waiting for Caroline Pierce, Brendan Fitzgerald, and Dan Helly. But we can now bring in Megan Olivia. So we'll go to the broadcast team. Megan Olivia. She doesn't really have play-by-play, but that's okay. It'll be okay. We'll be all right. Okay. We've got Megan Olivia in the game now. And we're still losing a shit ton of money. But everybody came clean on UFC 324. Yeah, I don't believe that for a second. Okay, every fighter made weight for Warriors 2. I think we'll book. I don't think we need to book the fight card for Warriors 6 and 7 just yet. Yeah, I think we're good. Oakley dokley. Hopefully this show does better than the last one, because we are in need of starting to make some profit. Here we go. It's time for Warriors 2. Being held in New York. This is the second Warriors show of 2026. We're due to have 10 main fights and no preliminaries at all. Let's get into it. Theo Haig versus Eric Fimbres is our headlining. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. And Bellamere takes on Heather Hardy in our co-main. So we'll start things off on our main card with Lucas Clay battling Logan Burns. Logan Burns apparently making his pro debut. Mark Goddard is our referee. Charlie Keach, Anthony Demetrio, and Paul Sutherland is our judges. And we are underway. They start with the touch gloves. The takedown is unsuccessful to start off the show. Burns gets the takedown though. Okie dokie. Okay, get back up. Clay gets a single leg takedown. The ref brings him back up. As we go into round 2. I'll take a look at the rule set in just a moment after the show too, probably. That being if I remember. I might not remember. Bro, I got complimented today at work. That was interesting. I mean, it was nice. Obviously, I got the compliment, but it was interesting that it came from a customer at work. And I work today. I worked yesterday, and I will work tomorrow as well. The only thing that was I have to work while the show's going on with Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway too, which does suck, but ultimately it'll be okay, I think. So, yeah. I think I read somewhere saying that Sean Strickland will be back to fighting at the end of 2026. Logan Burns defeats Lucas Clay by unanimous decision. The fight was rated as decent, not rated as burp. Logan Burns celebrating his pro debut and is looking forward to another fight soon. All right, we got Josie Storts squaring off with Christine Stanley. Merck Smith is the referee. Charlie Keach, Anthony Demetriou, and Paul Sutherland is our judges. The fight begins as the fighters touch gloves. The two fighters engage. They meet in the center. Okay. Both of them throwing some shots at each other, it looks like. Do two fighters engage? As we're into the second round. 1-2, 1-2. Fighters engage. Right hand hook gets blocked. Right head kick. They come together. Stanley stops the takedown attempt. Stanley stops the takedown attempt. Storts goes for a takedown, doesn't get it. Good job on Storts for blocking the takedowns for the second round as we head into the third round. Josie Storts takes the win by unanimous decision. The fight was rated as average. I would not be surprised if Stanley decides to retire. She did not retire. That's surprising. Mitchell Sipe competes against Tyler King in our heavyweight division now. With a touch of gloves. Or was it not a touch of gloves? I don't even remember. I think it was. Oh, somebody got cut. Somebody has a cut, not got cut. I guess both things work, but anyways. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The fight recommences. That could have been a fight ender. Oh God. Yeah, that's it. Mitchell Sipe takes the win by TKO strikes in 4:59. The fight was rated as great. That was crazy, guys. Now we've got Leybrock going up against Forrest Molinari. Mark Goddard is the referee. Jason Dara, Charlie Keach, and Anthony Demetrio is our judges. And we've got the opening bell and a takedown attempt. Oh shit, that was quick. Molinari gets the armbar in 1 minute and 22 seconds. Holy fuck, that was quick. Fight was rated as good. Now we've got Nainoa Dung squaring off with Richie Miranda. Mark Smith is our referee. Paul Sutherland, Chris Lee, and Jason Dara are the judges. And here's the touch of gloves to start off the fight. Got some dirty boxing going on, okie dokie. As we head into the final round now. Doesn't get the takedown. Lots of pressuring against the ropes. It looks like Richie Miranda. Now we've got Nainoa Dung defeating Richie Miranda in unanimous decision. The fight was rated as decent. I already told you. It was rated as decent. I'm sure you guys loved that.
Hello, how are y'all doing today? I'm sure you're doing really good.
Okay, I'm done being. I'm done with that for now.
Or am I? So, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to Sean Deed take on Tony Lopez. So, Yves Lavigne is the referee. Paul Sutherland, Chris Lee, and Jason Dara are the ringside. It's ringside judges. We are not doing this in a cage. Most MMA promotions do this in a cage. We're not like that. So, this is a ringside. Hope you guys enjoy the ASMR. The fight begins. Now, we're getting on to it. Both fighters step in to strike.
Okay, I'm done. I can't. I'm done with this. I'm done with this, man. Two fighters engaged. Now we're going into round 2. Apparently the first round wasn't very exciting. I need to change the fucking settings for this too. Can one of y'all remind me to change the rule, to look at the rule set and to change how quickly the clicking the timer does shit? Oh shit, I just missed the TKO. 3:22, round 2. The fight was rated as decent. Way to go, Sean Teed. Trent Miller takes on Nick Galanti. Yves is the referee. Yo. Let me get to the judges. Anthony Demetrio, Paul Sutherland, and Chris Lee are the judges. Round 1 begins with a touch of gloves. No, that's crazy. Apparently Jake Hager got slept and power slapped, and one of the comments I saw was that bro squared up like Dustin Poirier. That's crazy, dog. That's actually wild, dog. If you guys don't understand what happened with Dustin Poirier, I'll fill you guys in. So basically, Dustin Poirier, um, so he apparently was so A retired UFC star in Dustin Poirier was arrested at the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport on Father's Day after being removed from a flight for public intoxication. Video footage showed an intoxicated Poirier aggressively confronting Delta Gate staff and a responding police officer before being booked into jail on a misdemeanor charge. And following the incident, Poirier released an apology and publicly addressed the situation on programs like The Diary of a CEO. He confessed that his actions were triggered by a struggle with depression and alcohol. He also admitted the stress of his recent retirement had been weighing on him, and the emotional weight of his father's long-standing struggles with alcoholism drove his emotional breakdown. Poirier has since returned to therapy and vowed to eliminate alcohol from his life. And that's why I was talking about earlier with Sean Strickland having his controversial comments early on the last stream, because he said some stuff about it too and then apologized about it. So it was a whole thing. But at least Dustin Poirier is trying to be a better person. You know what I mean? Anyways, Nick Galante defeated Trent Miller by TKO strikes, I guess. That was kind of crazy, actually. Also, Sean has been a lot more active on Instagram lately. I mean, nothing wrong with it. It's just, I think he's bored. I don't blame him. Got a text message. I'm good to go now, though. Malik Lewis will take on Keston McLean next. Mark Goddard is our referee. Here are the judges: Charlie Keach, Anthony Demetrio, and Paul Sutherland. We are underway with a touch of gloves. Touchdown doesn't work. Did I say touchdown? I meant takedown. What am I on? Touchdown. Come on now. What is wrong with me? Defend himself well against the choke. Dang. Didn't land the Didn't land the choke. And Keston McLean defeats Malik Lewis by unanimous decision. The fight was rated as good. And now we are going into the co-main event. Bellamere fights Heather Hardy in the Warriors flyweight division. Mark Smith is the referee. Here are the judges: Jason Dara, Charlie Keach, and Anthony Demetrio. Hardy is from around here, so she gets a little bit of a extra reaction. I wouldn't be surprised though if she ends up retiring after this. But I've been surprised before with some of these fighters not retiring because of them being really... Oh my god! Heather Hardy with the TKO in 107. The fight was rated as good. Holy shit, dog. That was the co-main event too. Wow. But now we've got Theo Haig going up against Eric Fimbres in the Warriors middleweight division. Mark Goddard is our referee. Here are the judges: Paul Sutherland, Chris Lee, and Jason Dara. And we are underway with a touch of gloves. Okay. I can tell you guys the card for one fight night, by the way. Just give me a sec. Alright, here's the card. At least for now. The first bout is a flyweight MMA bout. Sanzar Zakirov versus Ruslan Satiev. The second bout is women's strawweight MMA. Ayaka Miura versus Victoria Souza. The third bout is flyweight Muay Thai. Black Panther and Sean Clemacco. The fourth bout is strawweight MMA. Bolkong Masunyane versus Lee Son Chol. And bout 5 is bantamweight Muay Thai. Felipe Lobo versus Dimitri Kovtun. Bout 6 is atomweight MMA for the women. Jihin Radzuan and Anastasia Nikolakakos. And then bout 7 is flyweight MMA. Lito Adiwong versus Antonio Cesar. Bout 8 is the co-main event. Flyweight Muay Thai. Suave Black versus Steven Irvine. And for the main event is featherweight Muay Thai. Luke Lessay versus Mohammed Yones Rabah. Low-key, not a bad card. Also, one championship ends up, even if the card doesn't look that interesting, it ends up being, the fight nights at least, ends up being a solid show. But one championship, there is one thing I do think one championship to do a better job of. How they book their shows. And what I mean by that is that they've got the numbered shows, which is they're supposed to be the big pay-per-view shows, kind of like what UFC did. Pretty much exactly what UFC does. but they don't even really do that anymore. But they're supposed to, because they had one scheduled on their website, but then it ended up getting canceled for some goddamn reason. So it was a lot. But they've also got fight night. They've got the Friday fights every Friday, the inner circle or whatever you want to call it. Which, I mean, that's cool to be able to watch. You get to watch the Friday fights for free on YouTube. And then some of the stuff you have. The other thing I think also sucks is that you have to watch some of the shows by buying a subscription to the Inner Circle. Like, we already have to buy a bunch of subscriptions. Why are you doing this to us? Plus, you have Fight Night on Amazon Prime, which is a subscription on its own. But I mean, at least we get to watch Friday fights for free. Also, Theo Haig defeated Eric Fimbrace by unanimous decision. And yeah, no, it's just like one championship. Get your shit together. You've got the Samurai show you're doing every once in a while too, which is supposedly a monthly show that's taking place in Japan only. It's a Japan exclusive, which that's cool. I do think that's cool. There's not really enough combat sports going on in Japan. I mean, there's Ryzen. That's really all I can think of, though. So, that's cool for Japan. I mean, obviously, there's probably other promotions out there, but I can only think of Ryzen. I know it says Pancrase is in promotion still too, but are Pancrase even really doing anything? Because I don't think they are. I can look though. I'll look. Yeah, they're still active. So I guess Pancrase too. Have they had any actual shows recently though? They got the numbered shows. They did one June 28th at the new Pier Hall in Tokyo. That's cool. They did a Neo Blood tournament series too. Pancrase events are routinely available for streaming and video on demand. Looks like they're on UFC Fight Pass, which is cool. Their next show isn't until fucking July 25th, though. In which they only have one fight on here. It looks like. They do got a blood show going on August 9th as well. Pancrase Blood 12. With 14 bouts coming up on that show. What about the 364? I guess 364 and Blood 11 is the same thing. Oh wait, they've got 15 bouts. I'm sure a lot of that's prelim though. Yeah. It's actually pretty 50-50. That's a little surprising. They don't even have any. They don't even have any title fights for that show, do they? No, they don't. They don't have a title fight for that show. They do have a title fight for Pancrase 365 though, in September 6th at the Takikawa Stage Garden. They have the middleweight title on the line. It looks like it's the middleweight versus interim middleweight champion. He fought for Deep for a little bit too, for like 4 years. He lost 2 of his fights at Deep. Oh, I'm talking about Genpei Hayashi. Sardarov is 6-0. Holy shit. He is pretty high up in the pound for pound rankings, too. Interesting. So Pancrase is still in a show. I mean, a company. That's cool. AI viewers streamboo.com. Bro, get out of here. Get out of here with the AI. Nobody likes the AI. Well, we've got 70 in the critical rating. That's really good, actually. I'm a little surprised by that. But then we got a 37 in the commercial rating, too, which is not bad either. But yeah, not a bad show. And we got Megan Olivia on commentary. Fingers crossed. Popularity increases everywhere by a lot. Love to see that. I think that's good in the award system. There we go. $296,010 made. Love to see that. Fuck. I did see your comment, by the way, Broly. Thanks for the reminder, Broly. I swear to God, if I get copyrighted from that. I am going to crash out. Thank God, finally. Oh, we got UFC 327 now. Sarukian and Oliveira. That is interesting. That is interesting. I don't know how much I like that. Oh yeah, here's Pancrase too.
Caroline Pierce did sign. Nice. Nicey, nicey, nicey. A bunch of other people signed for us, too.
Time to change the settings for the what is that, 1 second? That is way too fast. Ten seconds is way too much. No, thank you. I think 2 seconds is good. 2 seconds is good. Alrighty, back into the game. Now we can bring in the broadcast team. We've got 4 people to bring in. Guess we'll do these two. These guys. These 3, I mean. Ah, yes. Brendan Fitzgerald is going to do the both. Excuse me, broad announcer 2 and announcer 3. There we go. Now we got somebody on that's solid on everything. Megan Olivia, Caroline Pierce, and Brendan Fitzgerald on the default. We'll bring Dan Helly and that one. Dan Helly and Brendan will be in this one. Dan Helly. Just Dan Helly for Warriors 5. And then for Warriors 6, we'll do Caroline Pierce and Dan Helly. Alright. For Warrior 6, we are going to bring in belts. We'll create we'll create an atom weight belt. Atom weight Ultimate Warrior. Create new belt. Featherweight. Flyweight. do lightweight now. No, that's left is the middleweight. Perfect. Now we got championships for all those guys. And now it's time we start booking title fights. No, there is no potential title fights we could do. Let's see. We've got a bunch of new stuff going on in the ranking system now, though. So maybe the game will recognize a Niall Bartling. These two could fight each other. That's not going to be a title fight, though. I want to be able to have fighters that won't retire, that'll fight each other for the belts. We could do Mario Sousa and John Moore, maybe. No. These two seem more likely, but even then, it's not really a draw. I guess we don't really have a choice. We could have these two fight, I guess. No, because this is the better. This would be the better title fight realistically. Would Michael Chandler be willing to fight Aaron McKenzie? No, I didn't think so. These two could fight each other, though. Hey, I'm just glad we have got fighters in the heavyweight rankings now. Shit, this would be a solid fight to do. Not a title fight, but we're kind of in a weird spot right now anyway. Because of how things are going otherwise in the world of fights. Alrighty. Then Warrior 7. Yeah, I didn't think so. Huh. EK would be able to fight Shino Van Hoos. What about Tessa Simpson? What about Rachel Ostovich and Shino Van Hoos? That could be our main event, or co-main event at least. Guess these two go after it for our heavyweight title fight. Maybe we get CM Raven to make his pro debut on a show too. He lives in he's from Maryland, so we could do a show in Maryland just for him. The last week of October. They could fight, but Michael Chandler just still doesn't want to fight anybody because they're not well known enough. Well, how many fights do we got? How many fighters do we have in each division? At least 20. 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay. There's a few people making their return though soon. So I think we'll just wait it out. Maybe this would be a good time to bring in a couple other weight classes too though. Like I could bring in potentially like a bantamweight division or a welterweight. Like, let's see. Like the females could have like their own like heavyweight division. It'd be like the welterweight though, if there are any welterweights. Normal weight class, welterweight. There's one female welterweight that could sign. There's more lightweights than welterweights. So maybe we could just bring in a bunch of lightweight female lightweights and bring that over to welterweight. Bring them over to welterweight. That's something we could do potentially. That way we got a little like a female heavyweight division kinda. Because I don't think there's anybody higher than welterweight. For the females, let's see. There's one light heavyweight and two heavyweights, too. I mean, we've got super heavyweights as well in the for the males. And the straw weight, we could have like a straw weight thing for the males too. There's 57 straw weights for the male side of things. So, definitely something we could do. Maybe. That's surprising. There are a lot of female strawweights. I thought there was more female flyweights. Also, there's a lot of male featherweights, which I'm a little surprised by too. Also, I thought there'd be more male heavyweights. But I thought there'd be more male light heavyweights too. Interesting. Huh. We could have those two female heavyweights go up against each other, maybe. Yeah. Ah, damn, they're both from Australia and are both signed with a team. Kelsey DeSantis. Okay. Interesting. We got plenty of fighters who could fight at welterweight. Let's just start with the female fighters that are based in America. Just to make things easier. There we go. And we could do a male strawweight division too. Team, none. It might be a small division, but it's okay. Talk to, move base, partial delegation. This guy. looks good to me for now. Alright, let's take a look at the rules now. Fights are to be held within a ring. We have a 10-point must in the decision. 3 rounds of 5 minutes for regular fights. Main events and title fights are 5 rounds of 5 minutes. Strikes to a down opponent are legal. The referee can separate the fighters if inactive. Closing guard while on the ground is legal. Knee strikes to the head of an opponent on the ground is illegal. Fighters who are knocked down are given a 10 count. They're not. Elbow strikes to the head of a standing or downed opponent are illegal. Stomps to a downed opponent are illegal. Foot stomps are illegal. Soccer kicks, no matter what, are illegal. And 10-by-8 scoring is rare. So that's not the rules I came up with, except for changing it from a cage to the ring, because I thought it was dumb having ring warriors be held within a cage. I mean, just listen to it. Ring warriors. So but we've got a couple of people that are set to make their return back to the company. We got some people coming back. We've got actually a decent amount of people coming back before August even ends. Mostly at the end of August, it looks like. But we're going to simulate a little bit just because we have some people we're trying to sign to. A decent amount, actually, but yeah. Okay, I'm back. I was looking for my work clothes because I have to work later today, but doesn't seem like there is anything, so. I think I will do a welterweight. We will do a welterweight. For the females. And then we will automatically create a belt. And then we will go to the male straw weight. He's seriously considering both offers. No, he's not. Not anymore. Yeah, good luck being my offers, guys. And if that's not enough for you guys, I'll give you a little bit of a bonus too on the percentage, on the some of the percentages. Should I just generate some fighters for the male strawweight and female welterweight divisions? Or should I just not and keep it the way I've been doing it? I think I'm just gonna keep it the way I've been doing it for now. At least. Alright, there you go. No, I think I screwed this up a bit. Also, I probably should have done bantamweight instead of strawweight. But, oh well. Too late now. Also, UFC doing a show on a Friday is very weird. They usually do shows on Saturdays. Oh great, my college wants me to do some kind of weird survey thing. I'll do it later. Oh god damn it. Hamza Chimaev has become the middleweight champion. I guess I could still add in a bantamweight division for now. I just won't add in the belt. There's already 3 guys that could be in the bantamweight division. So 2 of them being strawweights though. I could not make this as challenging as I am making it, but by just doing like fantasy matchmaking and just doing an open weight division on both sides, but that's not as fun, and it's not as realistic, especially because we're in 2026. So Yeah, not the best route to go. I'm gonna keep on simulating until we hit Warriors 3. Well, I guess until we hit like week 4 or something, and then I'll probably start booking shows again. Did I just see Jake Paul? Jake Paul's a fucking MMA fighter in this game. Huh? Who's even signed Jake Paul? Who the hell has Jake Paul? MVP is not an MMA company at this point in time. I mean, in this game, there's no such thing as MVP MMA. Like, MVP has an MMA in real life, but the database doesn't have an MVP MMA because it starts out. The database was made in January earlier this year. There wasn't an MVP MMA. The fuck? I swear to God, I saw Jake Paul. I'm not saying things. I swear, I'm not saying things. I saw Jake Paul. Song Yadong. Pretty sure he's still fighting. I feel like I saw him at a show recently. He was on the main show, one of the numbered, at the UFC numbered events, I believe. One of the numbered events, I believe. Lots of women's bouts taking place in the main show of one unequaled. Huh. Interesting. Oh. Max Holloway's back. Right then. I could probably book a couple of other shows and just do some very shitty stuff. Like just call that a fight card. But at this point, I'm trying not to book shitty fight cards. But there's been a few times where I genuinely tried to book a shitty fight card, and it ends up being one of the craziest fight cards in the terms of critical rating. It's just like, huh? How does that work? it's like you can't be shit in this game sometimes. Unless you're losing money, then that's a whole thing. But in terms of booking shows, it feels like you can't go wrong, even if you're genuinely trying to book a shit fight card. That's just how it feels for me. Maybe I just have really good luck too, though. Who knows? My credibility is now at 100%. Although that's going to change most likely. Oh, Logan Burns could come back. Let's see. That might be the best we can do with that. For the strawweight division too. Have these two fight each other, I guess. Low key, kind of a shit fight card, but it's okay. I think it'll do okay overall. So we got a heavyweight title fight, middleweight title fight. The flyweight up next, I guess. Maybe. Could do like Jillian Nolan. Elise Anderson, I guess. For the flyweight belt. the Flyweight Ultimate Warrior. There'd have to be a very solid co-main for that, though, too. I mean, we did this whole show in Maine just for CM Raven anyway. So yeah, we could have that co-main. And again, there'll be more fighters that come back too, I think. Yeah. We got a decent amount that are we still could bring in too. And we still got a couple of fighters to sign. If I do this on WMMA6, if I'm doing like a stream on WMMA6, either if I'm doing a stream for WMMA6, I'm either going to do a much smaller fake, like fictional database, like the default database or some shit, or I'll even create my own database, something like that, or I am going to shorten up the real world database a lot more than I did here. But hopefully for WMMA 6 too, though, the loading won't be as bad. So there's that too. Imagine if I had this. Imagine if I didn't declutter the database and remove a bunch of shit. This would have been even worse. A lot worse, actually. Trust me. If you think this is bad, trust me, this could be a lot worse. Okie dokie. Now we're gonna go to Monday, and then we'll see who all we could book for the next few shows. So for those of you who watched SmackDown, I saw that Baron Corbin made his return, which was a little surprising, low-key. Then I also saw that Hangman Adam Page is supposedly advertised to return on Collision tomorrow night. If you guys watch All Elite Wrestling. Which I'm just like, hell yeah, let's go. Hangman's back, finally. I truly do think he just was taking a break to go hang out with his family. But so many people were like, well, he's going to go to WWE, blah, 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 blah. Because he can't wrestle for the AEW World title again. I'm just like, well, he could go for the TNT belt. He could go for the international belt. Like, there's other things he could do. He could be a fucking... I mean, I know he's been tag and trios champs before, but he could go for those again. Do something with the Young Bucks, maybe. Like the Hung Bucks. Something like that. Even if it was like a short reign, that'd be something cool he could do. But anyways, TM Raven is gonna open the show. Because this show is... I did the show in Maryland for him. I have a feeling a lot of these fighters won't make weight, so I'm gonna make the fail fine a little bit higher. It looks like most of the recovery is going to the lightweight division anyway. And honestly, I might even just, after the few strawweight bouts we do, I might just get rid of the strawweight division. And I'll probably end up removing the welterweight division too. I wanted to do like a female heavyweight type deal, but like for the welterweights, but there's not really anything to do there. I could do like we could do female lightweight. I could do that, I guess. And call it that, like the female heavyweight division or something. I don't know. I'm just coming up with shit. But I know I'll probably end up removing the strawweight and the welterweight divisions after the few fights I have, just because it's confusing. How I have it set up now. I might have some trouble booking fight cards as well. I might not though. Maybe I shouldn't have booked fight cards so close together. But I'm so used to doing that because I'm used to being able to. But I also know some of my fighters have been booked to do other shows. Probably. Most likely. stupid shit like this. I know, right? That's why I was saying I probably like if I do stream for WMMA6 content, that I'm gonna, well, no matter what I do, whether I'm recording or streaming, I'm going to be doing a bunch of decluttering if I'm using the real world database. Because there's no fucking need for all this shit, dog. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I plan on going to a concert later this month. It's Until I Wake, if you guys know anything about that, which I'm sure most of you guys probably don't, but they're post-hardcore and post-hard rock or middlecore type band. And funny story, I became a fan after watching a Kenny Omega edit using that song, using one of their songs. The song's called Octane, and I thought the band name was Octane for a while until I got more into the band Until I Wake. But yeah. Another funny story with that song. I used that song for a project in one of my high school classes. It was like a song analysis type of thing. So that's cool. Oh, Christina Williams will not be fighting at Warriors 4, apparently, because she suffered a wrist injury or a hand injury, I think is what it said. Alright, I guess you'll go up against Heather Hardy, or maybe Aline Pereira instead. Probably Aline Pereira, actually. Yeah, because Pereira is going to be cheaper. Alright. Did get some more fighters. We got heavyweights now. More lightweights. Multiweight, featherweight for sure. So we probably could book a fight card for Warriors 9. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Oregon is where we'll do this at. 30 other broadcasters we could bring in. Oh, those are teams, not broadcasters. There we go. Oh, there is more. Poll, stat, sports, extra. Wmma5 TV. Fighting TV, Samurai. YouTube and Peak Pass is the way to go for now, at least. We've got heavyweight, middleweight, and flyweight now belts on the line. We've got more featherweights, so maybe we can do a featherweight title fight. Zoe Nowicki. Nah, it's not gonna work. Could have these two fight each other for the featherweight Ultimate Warrior belt. And have these two fight in the Atomweight Ultimate Warrior title fight. So now all that's left is the lightweight, which that would be at Warriors 10 probably. There we go, we got 5 fights already for Warriors 9. And then a decent amount of fighters will be coming back in September. So, yeah, no, I think the way to go is to have bi-weekly fight cards for now. Maybe 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks. Definitely not monthly. Like 2.5 weeks. That might be the way to go. But I'm trying to avoid doing shows on the weekends because almost every company already does shows on the weekends, which is fair, but in this game it doesn't really matter because people are going to watch the shows anyway. Which I think is why UFC is doing the shows on Fridays. One Championship's doing their shows on Fridays too, though. So I don't know, because one does their shows on Fridays in real life anyway. Most of the time. But UFC does their shows on Saturdays in real life most of the time. Unless it's something like Freedom 250. Although I think they used to do their shows on Fridays. But correct me if I'm wrong on that. Because I could be wrong. Alright, we've got Warriors 3 being held in New York. This is the third Warriors show of 2026 with 10 main fights and no preliminaries at all. Here's the main event. Co-main event. Opening contest. Kira Batara faces Jin Yu Frey. Keith Peterson is the referee. Here are the judges: Marcos Rosales, Matt Hume, and Cardo Urso. And the fight begins with no touch of gloves. I also saw that Beartooth is releasing an album August something. It was like August 28th, I believe. If you guys know who Beartooth is. I'm sure you guys know Beartooth better than Until I Wake, but either way. I saw them in concert. They did a tour with Shinedown, which was cool. That was cool to watch. I loved that. A lot of the people that were there, though, didn't really know who Beartooth was, which I kind of get it, because they were there for Shinedown. But, like, put some respect on the name of Beartooth. Shinedown did good, too, though, but Beartooth deserves their there were flowers too. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh damn. A TKO win for Wmma5. That's crazy.
The fight was rated as decent.
And now, two former UFC fighters and Ariel Beck facing Emily Whitmire.
Mark Goddard is our referee. Here are the judges: Glenn Trowbridge, Marcos Rosales,
Emma Hume.
and now here's the opening here's the opening bell. They start with a touch of gloves. Takedown attempt from Whitmire. Doesn't really get anywhere though. Yeah, this is better. I like this better. I can actually read the text. I'm sure you guys can read it better now too.
Fuck. Oh, damn. Bitch. Fuck. Ass. Shit. Mark Goddard forced in to stop the fight. Ariel Beck puts Whitmire down with a TKO, striking 4:51 of round 3. That fight was rated as good. Pew, 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 pew.
Ariel Beck celebrates winning her debut fight for Warriors. Refing Ana Palacios and
Julieta
Martinez is Mark Goddard. Our judges are Marcos Rosales
Matthew
and Cardo Urso. Round 1 begins. And there are no touch of gloves. How dare you not touch gloves?
How dare you? How dare you? Oh!
The time runs out on round 1. And we go into round 2. Oh. Takedown. Now we're going into round 3. Going into round 3. Round 3. Round 3.
Oh shit. Oh shit. The referee says Palacios and Julieta.
Takes the win by TKO strikes. The fight was rated as average, unfortunately. She's already looking forward to the next fight. Shannon Clark takes on Caroline Martins. Herb Dean is our referee. Cardo Urso, Anthony Demetrio, and Glenn Trowbridge are the Jojays. And we are underway.
Y'all, there were the touching gloves.
I finished my monster on already. That's sad. Clark gets the takedown. Submission attempt.
She gets the guillotine.
The fight was rated as great. And now we've got Jillian DeCourcy competing against Lindsay Van Zant. Keith Peterson is the referee. Marcos Rosales, Matt Hume, and Cardo Urso are the judges. Both of them are from New York. And here's the opening bell with a touch of gloves. When I come around, Burns are landing strikes. They meet in the center once again. Whoa. the hit. Isn't it crazy how some people just are destined to never be good fighters? Like, some fighters just go out there and just suck. And then they were supposedly having potential to be one of the top fighters in the world of MMA or Muay Thai or whatever the case may be, and it just never comes to fruition. Like, you look at Lindsey Van Zant, and she looks like a huge what if. And if Paige Van Zant didn't go to OnlyFans, she would have been a huge what if too. Lindsay has it cut now and is breathing a little heavier. The second round was an exciting round according to the commentary. As we are now in the third round. And the commentators are saying that DeCourcy needs to get a finish to win the fight. So, seems Lindsay is going to take the win. Should I do a one night tournament for one of their shows so I don't have to worry too much about booking shows? So, like, a bunch of the different shows that I do, we'll just do a bunch of one night tournaments. For different weight classes. Like, one show will have the lightweight, one show would have the featherweight, one show would have the heavyweight, one show would have the middleweight. You get the picture. Lindsay does take the win by unanimous decision. The fight was rated as good. And she gives a show of respect to her opponent. Brittany Elkine takes on Morgan Fryer next. Mark Goddard is our referee. Here are the judges: Glenn Trowbridge, Marcos Rosales, and
Matthew.
And the fight begins. Neither fighter offers up the usual touch of gloves. Okay. Brittany Elkine has a shitty record at 3-7, but I had to sign fighters, so shut up. Somehow, apparently, is a favorite to win. It's a slight favorite, but nonetheless. Elkine wins the first round, looks most likely. As we head into the second round, she's a solid grappler, it looks like, with Fryer, so that helps out. At least a little bit. Elkeen's starting to get tired, it looks like. Elkeen gets the takedown, but it doesn't last very long as we head into round 3. And it looks like Fryer is in trouble. I mean, Elkeen has kind of been dominating this fight, so I can see why the scorecards are saying Fryer is gonna lose. Elkeen gets the takedown. She tries to ground and pound, but it doesn't work. Continues to ground and pound, but doesn't really work. They're back up now. Both finding 1-2s. Brittany Elkeen takes the win by unanimous decision. And they both hug post fight. Yeah, they fug. They fug. Not hug, they fug. The rift between them having apparently been healed. Interesting. The fight was rated as good. 2 more former UFC fighters. Keith Peterson's our referee. Judges are Glenn Trowbridge, Mark Gross, Rosales, and
Matthew!
the fight begins. Both fighters step in a strike with no touch of gloves. Way to go blocking jabs and shit. So like, are you two just gonna sit around and not do much, or what are we gonna do? Now we're starting to throw some stuff. Good. Good. Because I pay you guys to fight, not sit around and do nothing. Misses the right cross. Now we're going into round 3. Apparently it was a fun round, but they weren't really doing much at one point of the round. But maybe it made up. I guess for the commentary, it made up for it. I mean, whatever. I guess. I'm not gonna complain too much. Oh shit! A knockdown. Oh shit! Uh-oh. That's not looking good. And we got a knockout. Holy fuck! The fight was rated as great. Now we're heading into the co-main event. Bailey Schoenfelder faces Greg Velasco in the heavyweight division. Herb Dean is our referee. Here are the judges in
Matthew.
Marcos Rosales and Cardo Urso. We are underway. The two fighters touch gloves. Nice. They touch gloves. Nice. Nice. I guess good for you. Oh shit. I thought that might have been it. God, once I'm done with this show, I'm going to bed. That's what I'm doing. I'm stopping the stream and going to bed, so. Good night, Broly. Nighty night, long live GDS. It's sequence antics. Again, I'm so sorry, but and you're good for being late, but I'm going to bed after this show and I'm on the co-main event. So, I'm so sorry about that. Oh, okay, I'm good. All right. Greg Velasco defeats Schoenfelder by split decision. The fight was rated as average. And now we're heading into the main event. Ronaldo Canuto battles Ryan Hoover in the lightweight division. Herb Dean is the referee. Carta, Urso, Anthony Demetrio, and Glenn Trowbridge is judging this contest. And now we're starting up the fight. No touch of gloves. And Hoover gets the takedown. Hoover blocks the submission attempt. You going for McGregor or Max Holloway? Oh, me personally, I think it could go either way. I mean, we haven't really seen much of what Conor McGregor can do. I mean, he's not in his prime anymore. We know that. We know he's not in his prime anymore. He hasn't fought since what, 2021? So, I do think Max Holloway has a little bit more of a chance in beating Conor McGregor this time around. But we don't know what Conor can do in the cage because it's been, what, 2021? Something like that. So I do think it could go either way. Plus, MMA is very, very unpredictable. Well, what about you? Who are you going for? Max is who I am going for. Oh, okay. So you're going for Max Holloway. That does seem more. I will give Max this. It seems more likely that Max will be able to beat Conor McGregor this time around. They're both in the welter. This is both of them is going in the welterweight too, I believe. Is that correct? Well, I I also saw that Islam Makhachev is defending his title, but so is Mackenzie Dern against Robertson. Y'all are sleeping on that fight. Dern versus Robertson's gonna be good, most likely. Isn't Islam defending against Gary or something like that? Everybody's hoping Islam Makhachev will remain undefeated, but I think Gary has a chance, man. You never really know. Also, I'm pretty sure Stella Hemmetsberger is going to be at one fight night in August, which I think is cool. That she'll get to defend her what was it, Muay Thai belt again. So Stella Hemmetsberger has been really insane at one championship. She's been a killer over at one championship. I know a lot of people were upset by what was going on with the Rod Tang situation, but some of that was his fault, in my opinion. But some of that, for sure, was one championship's fault, too. Basically, there was a lawsuit that happened with Rod Tang before he had his fight with Takeru, and Takeru took out Rod Tang, which was very shocking. A lot of people were going for Rod Tang over Takeru, which y'all were sleeping on Takeru because he is a solid fighter in his own right. But anyways, Ryan Hoover defeated Renato Canuto in unanimous decision. The fight was rated as decent. A 72 in the critical rating, that's very good. And a 36 in the commercial rating, which low-key is kind of sad, but that's okay. Megan Olivey providing commentary. Popularity increases everywhere. Cool beans. We made $341,899. Well, I'm going to end the stream now. So, that was it for All Star Productions. This was Ring Warriors. I will get to you with another live stream, not tomorrow because I have to open on Sunday. Well, not today because I have to open tomorrow, I should say. And plus, I'm going to catch up on AEW Collision and UFC 329. But also, I think Patty Pimblett's getting the win tomorrow night. But Patty's also been very hit or miss with his last few fights he's done. So who knows, man? Who really knows with Patty? Patty the baddie. Patty the daddy, I mean what? Anyways, stay sharp, stay focused, and remain the all-stars that you guys are. Peace.